As stars reach the end of their lives, they undergo a spectacular transformation that leaves behind a stunning display of colors and shapes known as planetary nebulae. These cosmic works of art provide a glimpse into the final stages of a star's life and reveal the secrets of the universe. Get ready to witness the beauty and majesty of these celestial wonders and discover the incredible science behind them. What is a planetary nebula? A planetary nebula is a region of cosmic gas and dust formed from the cast-off outer layers of a dying star. Despite their name, planetary nebulae have nothing to do with planets. When stars with an intermediate mass, greater than 80% of the Sun's mass, but less than 8 times its mass, die, they expand to form red giants. The dying star will continue to expel gas, whilst simultaneously the remaining core of the star contracts and temporarily begins to radiate energy again. This energy causes the expelled gas to ionize, meaning that the atoms and molecules in the gas become charged and begin to emit light. The cast-off glowing gas is known as a planetary nebula. These stunning celestial objects are a testament to the incredible processes that shape the universe around us and the dynamic life cycle of stars. By studying planetary nebulae, astronomers can gain valuable insights into the origins of the elements that make up our planet and the universe as a whole. Types of planetary nebulae. Planetary nebulae are classified by different authors into stellar disk, ring, irregular, helical, bipolar, quadrupolar, 46, and other types, although the majority of them belong to just 3 types: spherical, elliptical, and bipolar. Bipolar nebulae are concentrated in the galactic plane, probably produced by relatively young massive progenitor stars, and bipolar in the galactic bulge appear to prefer orienting their orbital axes parallel to the galactic plane. On the other hand, spherical nebulae are probably produced by old stars similar to the Sun. The beautiful death of Sun-like stars. Nuclear fusion is what makes a star, smashing atomic nuclei together deep in the star's core. Eventually, though, every star will exhaust the ability to fuse nuclei into heavier elements. When that happens for a star less than about 8 times the mass of the Sun, it swells up to a huge size, large enough to engulf some of the planets orbiting it. Meanwhile, its core shrinks, and it no longer has enough gravity to hold onto the star's outer layers. The dying star then sheds those layers to make a planetary nebula. The new nebula contains chemicals that were present when the star formed, but also new ones. Atoms formed via nuclear fusion, and molecules made in the dying star's outer layers as they cooled and drifted into space. Many of those atoms are what astronomers call metals, elements heavier than helium on the periodic table. That's one way dying stars change the chemistry of the galaxy, since new stars and planets can form from these atoms and molecules in a planetary nebula. Our Sun may also make a planetary nebula when it runs out of nuclear fuel in about 5 billion years. The beauty of planetary nebulas is short-lived. They only linger a few thousand or tens of thousands of years before dispersing into interstellar space. That's a long time in human terms, but it's short in astronomical terms. Between that and their relatively small size, we only know of about 3,500 planetary nebulas in our galaxy. However, the short lifespan means we can observe some planetary nebulas evolve, expand, and fade over decades. That provides a detailed picture of how dying stars spread their atoms and molecules into the galaxy. The beautiful and complicated structure of planetary nebulas also reveals something about the interior of a dying star. Despite the name, planetary nebulas don't have anything to do with planets. When he first identified them in the 1700s, astronomer William Herschel thought their blue-green glow resembled the newly discovered planet Uranus. The last breath of a dying star. The faint, ephemeral glow emanating from the planetary nebula ESO 577-24 persists for only a short time, around 10,000 years, a blink of an eye in astronomical terms. ESO's Very Large Telescope captured this shell of glowing ionized gas, the last breath of the dying star whose simmering remains are visible at the heart of this image. As the gaseous shell of this planetary nebula expands and grows dimmer, it will slowly disappear. An evanescent shell of glowing gas spreading into space, the Planetary Nebula ESO 577-24. This planetary nebula is the remains of a dead giant star that has thrown off its outer layers, leaving behind a small, intensely hot dwarf star. This diminished remnant will gradually cool and fade, living out its days as the mere ghost of a once vast red giant star. Red giants are stars at the end of their lives that have exhausted the hydrogen fuel in their cores and begun to contract under the crushing grip of gravity. As a red giant shrinks, immense pressure reignites the core of the star, causing it to throw its outer layers into the void as a powerful stellar wind. The dying star's incandescent core emits ultraviolet radiation intense enough to ionize these ejected layers and cause them to shine. The result is what we see as a planetary nebula, a final, fleeting testament to an ancient star at the end of its life. This dazzling planetary nebula was discovered as part of the National Geographic Society Palomar Observatory Sky Survey in the 1950s and was recorded in the Abell Catalog of Planetary Nebulae in 1966. At around 1,400 light-years from Earth, the ghostly glow of ESO 577-24 is only visible through a powerful telescope. As the dwarf star cools, the nebula will continue to expand into space, slowly fading from view. In conclusion, the beauty and mystery of planetary nebulae continue to fascinate scientists and stargazers alike. From the dying breaths of massive stars, these celestial wonders offer a glimpse into the vastness and complexity of the universe. As we continue to explore and learn more about these captivating objects, one thing remains clear: the cosmos never ceases to amaze us. So let us marvel at the incredible spectacle of planetary nebula and continue to unlock the secrets of the universe, one star at a time. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below with your favorite planet.